Well, we got another review to cover here today. We're going to look at one of the two MSIA toys based on mobile suits from the anime Gundam War in the Pocket. Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket. This mobile suit is the MS-18E Kampfer, piloted by Mikhail Kaminsky. It was a very short-lived mobile suit. However, the little bit you saw in the show was quite entertaining. Let me adjust the light here. That should work. Like all MSIA, it has a great number of detail. You have the little indentations here. Some of the wiring under the head here. The Xeon insignias on the sides of the head, on the chest. The thrusters on his body. This thing has a lot of thrusters. Actually makes up some of the articulation, but not a whole lot. A lot of these only rotate, so I don't count those. I don't count the thrusters unless they're on ball joints, because then they can't at least move. Speaking of articulation, the Kampfer has 19 points of articulation. It has a ball joint head, which can turn a full 360 degrees, can tilt up and down. And if you look real close, you can see the cycloptic eye right here. Its arms are on ball joints, and what's different is the shoulder armor, or underneath the shoulder armor, the arms are on ball joints, but it's a little bit different. Instead of just a small plug, it just goes right into the arm. Let's see, it has, oh, my mistake, there's two other joints. It has rotating joints, two rotating joints, one at the shoulder and one at the elbow, also bends at the elbow. It rotates at the hand. It has some good articulation on the waist. It has ball jointed legs. Then at the knees, doesn't get a lot of knee articulation here because of the rear thruster in the way here. And it has ball jointed feet. The two thrusters here on the back are ball jointed, as are the ones in the back of the leg. So this actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 22 points of articulation. Now this is the American release of the figure, so it does not have the panel lines filled in, nor does it come with multiple handsets. It only has two handsets. And as you can tell, they are for the trigger hands. It comes with a wide assortment of accessories, including two different shotguns. The difference between the two is that one has a stock on the end and the other does not. Other than that, that's the only difference. Either shotgun can be mounted onto this clip on his rear here, and best to do this if you put the top of the gun in first and then rotate the gun downwards so that it clicks in on the part here between the trigger and the pump. That's the easiest way to put them in. And take them out, you rotate it towards you so that the top part of the gun slides out. It also comes with two bazookas, which to hold them, you have to place his arm like that, and it just goes over his shoulder. Really, it doesn't look like it holds it very well. It just kind of rests on his shoulder and then goes into his hand, which really it's supported, and you could, and actually you can have him hold it under the arm if you want to do it like that. A little bit loose, but if you get it just right, it's just fine. both the bazookas can clip onto the racks on his shoulders here. And you can have it like on the show where he reaches up and just kind of pulls it forward. But you can't hold it very well while they're like this. Or can you push his ahead? We're doing some experimenting here. Well, it looks a bit better, but not by much, so you're better off taking it off. Still looks kind of neat, though, I'd say. See, he has two smaller weapons that can be held in the hands. Not very well, but I just keep them on the legs. He comes with two Panzerfausts. Well, let me try and give you better detailed weapons here. These both click onto the racks on his legs. Is that on it? Let's try this again. There we go. So they're a little too thin to be held in the hand. But yeah, they look a lot better on the legs. And there's the detail on the bazooka. You've got the scope here. And his last accessory is his chain mine weapon that he used in the OAV. I gotta hold it. There we go. Now it's very long and it rotates here on the end by the handle. You know, and it's got some nice detail. You can see all the little mines along here. Let me show you just how far it goes. Entire length of the screen there. However, this is not bendable. It's fixed in this position, and I really wish they'd made this bendable, or you could make it wrap around another figure, because I think that would be pretty cool. So here's what I've got to say. No, it's not a perfect figure by any means, but this was another one of the early version 1 MSIA toys. Despite some of its shortcomings, this is still one of my favorite figures, and I still recommend it. What also bugs me is that despite the fact it had beam sabers in the anime and the video games, it doesn't come with beam sabers. So that's strange. Okay, we have enough time, so I'm going to throw in a UC Arms Gallery bonus review. And the most appropriate one to throw in here would be the more spectacular version of the Kampfer's shotgun. I'm not sure what the exact name is, but as you can see here, compared to the actual shotgun, it's way bigger, like almost twice as long. Also, there's way more detail. There's a little flap here. It doesn't lift up on this one, but move up and down here. You can actually pump the shotgun. And it's got some nice chrome detail on there. Let's see. While it is far too big to store inside the clip here, there's no way it's going to fit in there. It fits very nicely into his hands. Goes like this. Then you can have him grab onto the, there we go, come in the pump there, and he's ready to blow some Fetties' faces in. So yes, while many of the UC Arms Gallery figures are must-have, I especially recommend getting this one just because of how awesome this is. I pose my Kampfer with this gun all the time. I mean, it's huge! It's bigger than the other one, and it just looks better. Of course, this can be used with other figures. Well, I hope this review was informative, and I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. Have a nice day.